So let us move to the next question, which is this. So first of all, we will say that this statement, let this statement be P of n. Now we will check it for n equal to 1, right? So for n equal to 1, left hand side is equal to 1 plus 3 upon 1, that is 1 plus 3, 4. So what will be the right hand side for n equal to 1? 1 plus 1 squared, which is 4. So yes, left hand side and right hand side are equal. So P of 1 is true, right? Now the assumption. Assume P of k is true. So I can write this statement 1 plus 3 upon 1, 1 plus 5 upon 4, 1 plus 7 over 9, so on till 1 plus 2k plus 1 divided by k squared. So this is the left hand side of P of k, and on the right hand side I've got k plus 1 squared. Now this is my first equation, which is P of k, right? Now what I'll look for is I'll prove P of k plus 1 to be true. What is the right hand side of P of k plus 1 that I am looking for? This is not the right hand side exactly. This is what I am looking for. So what I am looking for on the right hand side of P of k plus 1. So if I replace k with k plus 1 here, then this entire expression will become k plus 1 plus 1, that is k plus 2. So I am looking for k plus 2 whole squared on the right hand side. So if I get some expression like k squared plus 4 plus 4k, it will be okay, right? Because this is this. So this is something that I am looking for, P of k plus 1 on the right hand side. And what is the left hand side that I'll be working on to obtain this? The left hand side of P of k plus 1 can be obtained from here. So it will be 1 plus 3 upon 1 into 1 plus 5 upon 4 into 1 plus 7 over 9 and so on. This will be 1 plus 2k plus 1 divided by k squared into 1 plus. Now this 2k plus 1, see 5 becomes 7, 3 becomes 5, so 2k plus 1 will become 2k plus 3 and k plus k square will become k plus 1 squared. Or what you can do is you can replace this k with k plus 1 and you will obtain 2k plus 3. So this is the left hand side which I will be working on. So how do I work on it? I use this statement P of k to use P of, I always use P of k to prove that P of k plus 1 is true. So let's do that. Using 1, I can write this left hand side equal to, so this portion I'll replace with k plus 1 squared using first equation, and then into the remaining portion here, that is 1 plus 2k plus 3 divided by k plus 1 squared. And while doing all of this, we should never forget what we want to achieve, which is this. Right. Now let us continue. So we will simplify it further. So let's write it k plus 1 squared, and inside the bracket you will multiply this with this here. So it will become k squared plus 1 plus 2k, and then you'll add 2k plus 3 divided by k plus 1 squared. This is how you simplify things. Now see, this will be cancelled, and in the numerator I am left with k squared, then 2k plus 2k, 4k, 1 plus 3, 4. So this is what I am left with, which is nothing but k plus 2 whole square. right? This is the right hand side of P of k plus 1. Hence, I can say P of k plus 1 is true, right? And then I'll say that P of 1 is true, and truth of P of k implies truth of P of k plus 1. Hence, by principle of mathematical induction, P of n is true. Okay? Simple algorithm that we need to follow. While manipulating, we should keep the end goal in our mind. That will make our calculations or our solution very easy. So let us consider this to be P of n. Let us check for n equal to 1. So first statement is for n equal to 1, left hand side is equal to 1 plus 1 over 1, that is 2. What is the right hand side? Right hand side is 1 plus 1, which is also 2. Hence, left hand side is equal to right hand side, says that P of 1 is true. So this is my base step. Now the next step is assuming P of k to be true. What the statement will be? This will be the statement 1 plus 1 over 1 plus 1 into 1 plus 1 over 2, 1 plus 1 by 3, and so on, 1 plus 1 by k, and it will be equal to k plus 1. So this is my first statement based on the assumption that P of k is true. Now to prove P of k plus 1 to be true, the right hand side of P of k plus 1 that I will require will be, if I replace this k with k plus 1, so it will become k plus 1 plus 1, so k plus 2. This is the right hand side that I will require. And how do I get it? By using the left hand side, or by working on the left hand side of P of k plus 1, which is 1 plus 1 over 1, 1 plus 1 by 2, 1 plus 1 by 3, and so on, 1 plus 1 by k. What will the next term? 1 plus 1 over k plus 1, right? This is the left hand side. And what will I use to do all these manipulation? I will use this P of k, right? And what is the end goal that should be there in my mind? That I need to achieve this on the right hand side. When I work on this left hand side using this equation, I should reach here. Then I will say P of k plus 1 is true. So let's do that. I can replace this portion with k plus 1. Why? Because this is equation number 1, and I can use this equation to do that. So let's do that. So if I replace this portion with k plus 1, then I multiply with this will be the left hand side of P of k plus 1. So let's go one step further, k plus 1 here, and while simplifying this I'll write this as k plus 1 divided by k plus 1. So in the next step you will see that it is k plus 2 by k plus 1. This k plus 1 gets cancelled here, so I'll get k plus 2, which was what I was looking for. So P of k plus 1 is true. P of k, hence P of k plus 1 is true. So P of 1 is true. P of k, truth of P of k implies truth of P of k plus 1. Hence, by PMI, principle of mathematical induction, P of n is true. Let's see what we have next. Now I've created some gaps so that I can have enough space to work on it. Alright, so let this statement to be P of n. For n equal to 1, if I see my left hand side, it is equal to 1 squared, which is 1. What is the right hand side? Right hand side for n equal to 1 is 1 into, if I replace this n with 1 here, so it will be 2 into 1, that is 2 minus 1. So okay, let me write it for you. 2 into 1 minus 1, then 2 into 1 plus 1 divided by 3. So this will be 2 minus 1, that is 1. So I can leave that 1 because it's in multiplication. I can ignore this one, this is also 1. So this will be 2 plus 1, 3. So 3 by this 3 will give me 1. So which was my left hand side. Hence P of 1 is true. Now assume P of k to be true. Right? So what will I write if P of k is true? The left hand side will be 1 squared plus 2, 1 squared plus 3 squared plus 5 squared plus 2k minus 1 squared. And on the right hand side I'll have k 2k minus 1, 2k plus 1 by 3. Okay, and this is my equation number 1. Now what I'll do is I'll prove P of k plus 1 to be true, and to prove that I will require the right hand side of, so what I'm doing is I'm working on P of k plus 1 now. So what is the right hand side that I require? I require on the right hand side k plus 1. Why do I write that? Because I see the right hand side of P of k, okay, and I am replacing every k on the right hand side of P of k with k plus 1. So this k replaced with k plus 1 gives me k plus 1 here. This k replaced with k plus 1 will become 2k plus 2, then minus 1. 2k plus 2 minus 1 will become 2k plus 1. And obviously the next will become 2k plus 3 divided by 3. So this is what I want on the right hand side of P of k plus 1. And what is the left hand side of P of k plus 1? It will be 1 squared plus 3 squared plus 5 squared plus 2k minus 1 squared, and then the next term which is 2k plus 1 squared, right? So this is what I'll be working on, and I will use P of k, that is equation number 1, to prove P of k plus 1 to be true. So let's using equation 1, I will replace this part with this, which is k into 2k minus 1 into 2k plus 1 by 3 plus 2k plus this term 2k plus 1 squared, right? So now I'll be manipulating this, and I know already what I want in this question. This is what I want. So 2k plus 1, if I take common from the first term, I'll have k into 2k minus 1, k into 2k minus 1, right? So let me write it as 2k squared minus k, right? And I have taken 2k plus 1 outside. So okay, let me write this step, then in the next step we will do this calculation. So I'll be left with 2k plus 1 in the second term. So now let us manipulate or multiply or simplify this bracket. So let's do that. 2k squared minus k, and then this 3 will get multiplied here, so plus 6k plus 3 divided by 3. So it will be equal to 2k plus 1 into 2k squared plus 5k plus 3 by 3. And now you need to factorize this. Look at this. What are the factors that you will require? 2k plus 3 and k plus 1. 2k plus 3 and k plus 1. right? So you already know the factors also. Okay, so let's look at this, how we can obtain these factors. So this is pretty simple. Let's factorize the middle term only, or split the middle term. 2k squared plus 3k plus 2k plus 3. This is exactly same kind of factorization we have done in a previous question, in this exercise itself. So 2k plus 1, if I take k common from the first two terms, I'll have 2k plus 3, and if I take 1 common from here, I'll have 2k plus 3. So I'll have 2k plus 3 into k plus 1 divided by 3, right? So is this what we required? Yes, it's just that we need to change the order, or you can leave it like this also, because this is what we wanted. So you can write this as k plus 1 into 2k plus 1 into 2k plus 3 by 3, which is the right hand side of pk plus 1 that I wanted to achieve. So I can say that p of k plus 1 is true. Now you make that statement that p of 1 is true. You have verified it. Second, the truth of p of k implies the truth of p of k plus 1. What is the meaning? That if I assume that p of k is true, then using that fact I was able to prove that p of k plus 1 is also true. And if this much is okay, then by principle of mathematical induction we can say p of n is true. Okay, so let it be my p of n for this question. For n equal to 1, the left hand side is equal to 1 upon 1 into 4, that is 1 upon 4. The right hand side is 1 upon 3 plus 1, that is 1 upon 4. So these are equal, hence p of 1 is true. I am doing this on right hand side, so this is, you should not learn something out of it. I am just trying to save some space for the working of for p of k plus 1, right? Otherwise you should do it here in your examination, right? Because you will have ample space to work on. This is computer screen, so I have to make sure that the relevant points are always there on the screen, right? Otherwise if I move to the next space, empty space, you will not be able to see what I did previously. That is why I am doing these arrangements. Otherwise there is no intention, right, that you should learn. Okay, you should not learn that you do n plus 1 here only. You can very well do it here. Okay, so p of 1 is true. Now assuming p of k to be true, we will write this statement 1 upon 1 into 4. This is my inductive step, right? Inductive step. You may also write this, that this is base step. So 1 upon 4 into 7, 1 upon 7 into 10 plus 1 upon 3k minus 2 into 3k plus 1 is equal to k upon 3k plus 1. This is my equation number 1, right? Now to prove that p of k plus 1 is true, what will be the right hand side that I will be looking for? It will be equal to k plus 1 divided by, I am replacing k with k plus 1 here. So k plus 1 in the numerator, in the denominator 3 into k plus 1. So 3k plus 3 plus 1, 3k plus 4. Right, this is the right hand side of p of k plus 1 that I want to achieve. And what is the left hand side of p of k plus 1? It will be equal to 1 upon 1 into 4 plus 1 upon 4 into 7 plus 1 upon 7 into 10 plus and so on, 1 upon 3k minus 2, 3k plus 1. What will be the next term? Next term will be 1 upon, now this 3k minus 2, if I replace this k with k plus 1, so it will become 3k plus 3 minus 2, so 3k plus 1, and this will become 3k plus 3 plus 1, that is 3k plus 4. So this is left hand side of p of k plus 1, right? Because you know when n is equal to 1, you have 1 upon 1 into 4. N equal to 2, you have 1 upon 4 into 7. N equal to k, you have this. For n equal to k plus 1, you will have this term. So this is the left hand side of p of k plus 1. I'll use this to prove that p of k plus 1 is true. So using 1, this expression, which is the left hand side of equation number 1, can be replaced with this k over 3k plus 1. So let me do that. K over 3k plus 1 plus this expression 1 upon 3k plus 1, 3k plus 4 here. As you can see, I'll take 1 upon 3k plus 1 common, and inside I'll have k from the first term, and from the second term I'll have 1 upon 3k plus 4. Now comes the simplification part. So it will give me 3k squared plus 4k plus 1 divided by 3k plus 4. And you already know what will be the factors of this quadratic polynomial in the numerator. One of the factors will be this k plus 1, another factor will be 3k plus 1. Why? Because this is something that we don't need, so that factor will cancel it out, and this is something that we need, k plus 1, so it will be there in the till the end. So let's factorize the quadratic. We already know the factors of k plus 1 and 3k plus 1, but still let us do for the sake of completion, or you can say for the sake of examiner. 3k square plus 3k plus k plus 1 divided by 3k plus 1, this was 3k plus 4. Okay, so in the next step I'll write 3k plus 1 here, and if you see, I can take 3k common from these two. Inside I'll have k plus 1, then plus 1 and k plus 1 divided by 3k plus 4. And in the final step, let me write it as 3k plus 1 here, 3k plus 1 into k plus 1, which we already knew, divided by 3k plus 4. So this will get cancelled, and this is my right hand side of the pk plus 1. So I can say p of k plus 1 is true. So my question is over. Just the last statement that you need to write, you can write here. What was that? That p of 1 is true. Truth of p of k implies the truth of p of k plus 1, and these are only the two steps. This is base step, this is inductive step. So we can say by principle of mathematical induction, p of n is true. And you need to write the complete statement. You cannot write like me. I am taking the luxury because I have done so many questions here. In each and every question I will not be writing the same thing. So let it be p of n. For n equal to 1, left hand side is equal to 1 upon 3 into 5, that is 1 upon 15. And what will be the right hand side? It will be 1 upon 3 into 2 plus 3, that is 5. So it will also be 1 upon 15. So p of 1 is true. Why? Because left hand side and right hand side are equal. So assume it to be true for p of k. So 1 upon 3 into 5 plus 1 upon 5 into 7 plus 1 upon 7 into 9, and so on till 1 upon 2k plus 1 into 2k plus 3. It is equal to k upon 3 2k plus 3. So this is my inductive hypothesis, or the statement P of k, which I have assumed to be true. Now using this I need to prove P of k plus 1 to be true. So in P of k plus 1, the right hand side I will be looking for is k plus 1 divided by 3 into 2k plus 5. How did I get this? You already know, right? I just replaced this k with k plus 1 everywhere. So this is what I am looking for on the right hand side of P of k plus 1, and left hand side of P of k plus 1 will be 1 upon 3 into 5, 1 upon 5 into 7, 1 upon 7 into 9, 1 upon 2k plus 1, 2k plus 3, and then the next term, which is 1 upon 2k plus 3 and 2k plus 5 here. So this is the left hand side of P of k plus 1. Now I'll use 1 and replace this portion with this, that is k upon 3 into 2k plus 3, and then I'll add this 2k plus 3 into 2k plus 5. Okay, and after solving this I should be able to get this. So let us see if we can do that. I will take the common things outside. From the first term I'll have k by 3, and from the second I'll have 1 upon 2k plus 5. So I can write it as 1 upon 2k plus 3, and here I'll write 2k squared plus 5k plus 3 divided by 3 into 2k plus 5. Now you can already see 3 into 2k plus 5 I require. I do not require this 2k plus 3, so it will definitely be a factor of this, and I require this k plus 1, so it will also be a factor of this. So I am writing it directly now and leave the factorization part to you. So let me write 1 upon 2k plus 3. I am writing the factors of this quadratic directly, which are k plus 1 into 2k plus 3, and then divided by 3 into 2k plus 5. And you can also do that, right? It is perfectly okay. Examiner cannot, cut your marks here. Okay, why? Because this is perfect factorization. This quadratic has got these factors, so I have written it in factorized form. And if you want to verify, you can see 2k squared. 2k multiplied with this will give you 2k squared. What will be the constant term? 3. So this constant multiplied with this 3 will give you 3. And how will you get k? When this 2k is getting multiplied here, it will give you 2k. When 3 is multiplying with this k, it will give you 3k. So 2k plus 3k will give you 5k. I hope these things are okay with you. So this will be cancelled, and what you will get in the end is k plus 1 divided by 3 into 2k plus 5. This is something that you were looking for. So P of k plus 1 is true. And then the final statement that P of 1 is true. P of k's truth implies P of k plus 1's truth. Hence, by principle of mathematical induction, P of n is true. All right. So let us do it quickly. For n equal to 1, this is P of n, right? N equal to 1, left hand side of the inequality will give you 1. Right hand side of the inequality will give you 1 upon 8 into 2 plus 1 squared, that is 9 by 8. So this 1 is of course lesser than 9 by 8, right? What is 9 by 8? It is 8 plus 1 by 8. So it is 1 plus 1 by 8. So it is something more than 1. So 1 is less than 9 by 8. Hence P of 1 is true. right? When I put n equal to 1, this inequality comes out to be true. Now let us assume it to be true for p of k, or for n equal to k. So I'll write the statement. I am not writing everything here because I have written it and I've already told you what to write. See? So I am solving this question directly by writing the minimum number of things that I have to write. So let this be my statement number 1, because p of k is true. Now I have to prove p of k plus 1 to be true. So what I am looking for is, I am looking for this statement that it goes from 1, 2, 3 and then k plus 1, and on the right hand side I require 1 upon 8 2k plus 1. So k when replaced with k plus 1 will give me 2k plus 2 and then this plus 1, 2k plus 3 square. This is the right hand side that I require, right? Or this right hand side can also be in this form, 4k squared plus 2 into 3 into 2k, so 12k plus 9 divided by 8. So if I can achieve that this expression here is lesser than this, then I'll say p of k plus 1 is true. So how do I do that? I will use this first equation to do that, right? So in the first equation what I am doing is, so using 1, this is something that you are looking for, okay? This is not true yet, okay? We will prove it to be true. So I can write to prove. So now using 1, I can write this much part, or you can also say that in inequality number 1 I am adding k plus 1 on both sides. Can you add something on both sides of inequality? Yes, right? And it is something, you can add something on both sides of inequality without disturbing the inequality, which you can confirm in your mind by using some numbers. For example, let us say 3 is less than 4. So can I add 2 on both sides? 5 less than 6? Yes, it is true. Can I add minus 1 on both sides? 2 is less than 3. Yes, I can do that. So let us add k plus 1 on both sides of this inequation. So I'll have 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus k plus 1, which is my left hand side of the p of k plus 1, right? And it is less than 1 upon 8 2k plus 1 squared plus k plus 1. Okay, now I will replace this much expression. Okay, I don't have to do that because I am using this directly here. So let's start working on this expression, because I have already written the left hand side of p of k plus 1. So I'll just work on this and see whether it is greater than this part or not. Okay, so it is 1 upon 8 4k squared plus 4k plus 1, then plus k plus 1. 1 upon 8, or let us get rid of this 8 or bring it into the entire denominator. So I'll have to multiply this here, 8k plus 8, and then it will be here. In the next step, if you see, now what I'm looking for is that the expression that I've written here is lesser than this 4k squared plus 12k plus 9 by 8, right? And is this exactly what I've got? 4k square plus 12k plus 9 upon 8. So just by adding k plus 1 on both sides, I've got my required answer, right? So can I add k plus 1 on both sides? Yes, I can do that. I have used this inequality and I have added k plus 1 on both sides and I've got my answer. So this is what I wanted to do, right? Hence I can say, hence p of k plus 1 is true. And then p of 1 is true. Truth of p of k implies truth of p of k plus 1. That means by principle of mathematical induction, p of n is true. Alright.